everybody and welcome back. So today's video is something a bit different. It is a bit of a tractor tour. So here we have our Massey Ferguson 390T. Now sat on the fertiliser spreader, it's just been washed off. I didn't intentionally do the tractor, I was doing it for the fertiliser spreader's sake. It's always very important to wash it when I finish with it. Well, finish with it for a day or two. So anyway, back on the tractor. I thought we'd give the tractor just a quick rinse off while it were here. It is a 1995 Massey Ferguson 390T. It is on an N-reg, and it originally come off PV Dobson & Son at Kensal, I think that's where they're based. And we bought this tractor second hand in about 2004, 2005, around that time. It come off a farmer in Scotland, I think, or around the border of England and Scotland way. It was advertised, I think, in the Farmer's Guardian, and it was, I think it was £10,000 this tractor, and it had only done 2,700 hours, something like that. It's done about 2,700 hours, something around that mark. It was £10,000 and we bought it unseen. Right, so when it came, I think maybe it had a front load rod at some point in its time, not 100% sure, but it had big cast iron wheel weights on the back. I remember them. It had two big cast iron wheel weights. So whether it had a load run in the past, or it had been used for some sort of heavy cultivation work, maybe, I don't know. But in the 20 years that we've had this tractor now, let's get inside and have a look. It is currently on 6,849 hours. So what's that? It's done 4,000 hours with us. So it's most of its life it's worked here. It has the 18-speed shift gearbox, and this is the only tractor 300 series we've got that's got the new type front axle. So the easy way to tell this is it's got 8 studs on the front axle instead of 6. So the 399 we've got and the 4-wheel drive 390 we've all got 6 studs. So it's got a newer type front axle. The main difference is it's got grease nipples. Where's the grease nipples? They're back here. They're somewhere. Oh, they're it's there, I think. It's the back of that. It's somewhere there. Anyway, it's got grease nipples on the front hubs, which was the main alteration on them. But more importantly, this is my most favouriteest tractor we've got. That's a bold statement saying we've got like 12 tractors, but it is honestly my favouriteest tractor is this Massey Ferguson 390T. It is probably the most used, probably by me. It does all the fertiliser spreading. It does, what else does it do? Does all the crop spraying, if we ever have to do any crop spraying. Does most of the trailer work, any road work, it'll turn its hands to that. I've just sat in the tractor now because it's just a bit windy out there, so I thought you'd be able to hear me a bit better. I'll open this up. So it does most of the road work, any road work. Bale carting. The 390's done it this year around the farm, but this normally does it if we have to go further afield because it's got the 40k gearbox. It's a bit faster. And all the mowing. This tractor's done all the mowing this year for first cut, and it'll probably do all the mowing for the rest of the year. And one of the reasons why it is my most favouriteest tractor is it's a little pocket rocket. I think, personally, it's got probably a little bit more compact than a 390. It is, if you sit in the cab and look at the bonnet, I think the bonnet is a bit shorter than a 390. I've never measured it to find out, but it would make sense if that's right, because it's got a different engine in. The 390 has a slightly bigger engine, whereas this has got a slightly smaller engine, but it's turboed, and it does run sweet as a nut. And that is, it's just my favourite tractor. I've always fancied a Massey 4355, which is the ones that replace this. I wouldn't ever sell this tractor. Never. It would have to be written off in an accident, or something. You know, someone would have to come and steal it or something like that for me to replace it. Because I would not intentionally get rid of this tractor. This is, honestly, it's probably the most reliable tractor, because it's never really had any major breakdowns. What's it had? It's had a new clutch in the time we've had it. It did have to have a new gear stick, because that snapped off. And I think this gear stick's off maybe a 362 or something a bit smaller than a 390T, because it seems a bit short. I always thought it's a bit short. Might be just me. Compared with a 399 and the gear stick that won it before, it's a bit shorter. But yeah, it's never had no problems with the engine. You know, it's done 6,800 odd hours, and the engine's never been touched on it. But no, it's had little things like, I think it's had cab mounts put on it. We've had big problems with these door latches. I mean, that one's broken, so I've had to zip tie it shut, but that should be a pretty easy fix. What's that? It snapped on the weld there, so that just needs re-welding. But it is probably my most used tractor, this, and it's my go-to tractor of choice. It's nippy on the road. You can go up and down your gears with your speed shift, so you can just press your gear and you go up, down, up, down. Same on the side, you go up, down. It's pretty much a stockman's tractor, this. You probably wouldn't, it would not be probably very good if you'd like got 1,000 acres and you wanted to go, you know, wanted a tractor to go and do all the ploughing on 1,000 acres. It probably wouldn't be very good at that. But for what we use it for, it's perfect. Anyone that wants one, I would say go out and get one, because I can't recommend them enough, because it is perfect, this tractor. Near enough perfect. It's never had really many major faults. It's got your 3-point linkage on the back, which I like the hook arms on it. Because this tractor then hooks up to the mower, it's easy to hook up, easy for fertiliser spreader, crop sprayer, slurry stirrer. This tractor does spend a bit of time on the slurry stirrer. Easy for hooking up your 3-point linkage on them hooks. PTO, can't fault the PTO, it's never been a problem. You've got your PTO lever down here. Then you've got it's in 540 at the minute, but if you move the lever back like that, that's neutral. You pull it forward, you're in 1,000. So that's handy if you've got changing from one machine to another that's got 540 and another's got 1,000 gearbox speed on it. It's got the Highline cab, so you've got the flat floor, which is ideal again. We haven't got any low buildings or anything to get in. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little walk around of this tractor. The only thing that really needs looking at, apart from that door, is the radio, because it doesn't work. Well, it does, but it's very jittery.
And on your radio.
Hang on, we've got something on radio. Turn that off before I get done for copyrights. But you've got all your console switches here, so you've got your beacon, rear wash wipe, front wash wipe, back work lights, front work lights, your interior light. There you go. You got your fan there. They can have them with air conditioning. There was an option on these tractors, but this one hasn't got it. It has had to have a new speaker there because that stopped working. And then you've got your 4-wheel drive here, your diff lock here. Your sticker's just worn down on that, so about 1996, I think. So I think a year after this one was actually built, they altered they had a little, what's the word, like a protector on these, so you didn't knock them by accident. So this is probably one of the last that didn't have that, because in 1993 this bit came in, I think. Because before, our other 4-wheel drive 390, your 4-wheel drive switch is down here, and your diff lock is on a switch here, which isn't bad, because before that they had I think they had a lever down at the side of the seat for your 4-wheel drive, and your diff lock, you can still see where it would run here. It would run on a pedal here, and you have to stamp it down to get it. You have to put your foot on to knock it in. It's got, what's it, proper organ type throttle. You got your heater down there, your pull to stop, your indicators, your front lights, full beam, hazards. Excuse the dash, it does need a bit of a clean, but you've got your medium, you got your high. I think the low bulb's actually got, no, low bulb's actually there. So that's your medium with your gears, and you go up to high. So that's your high speed, your transport gears. But then you've got your battery light, your what's it, that. Your fuel gauge is there behind the throttle lever. Engine temperature, and then your speed shifts there. And then that plate, we've put that in. That it didn't originally have that. That's mainly for the control box on the trailer, and then the trailer plugs in there. And then you got another, what's it, if you want another beacon on. Sorry about the interior of the cab, it is ready for a bit of a clean. But then you've got your lever here, so you put your fertiliser spreader down. Also works off that. Needs new washer bottles, I will admit to that. It's had new connections on here this summer, just because they were leaking, they were weeping a bit with oil, where there's little seals in them that go. But yeah, it is a very good tractor, this. We'll just start it up so you can hear it running. And yeah, let's get out and have a listen to it. There it is. Got the front weights on because of the fertiliser spreader. But yeah, anyone that wants a modern classic, honestly, that tractor is hard to beat. If you want a last tractor that's less than 100 horsepower, it's a little pocket rocket, I think it'd be hard to beat one of them. My honest opinion is, I think they must be one of the best tractors that's ever come out of Massey Ferguson factory at Banner Lane. R.I.P. Banner Lane. But yeah, honestly, I think that is probably one of the best tractors that's ever come out of Banner Lane. It's a bold statement, that, I know. But that's my own opinion. It is a little pocket rocket. That tractor is probably our most used tractor. It does all the heavy field work, anything like that, apart from like anything heavier than the 399 obviously does. But anything like top dressing, spraying out like that, it does it. And it handles it with ease. It is ready for a set of new tyres. You might notice they are a bit bald. Don't judge my tyres, they are bald, I know that. And don't judge me maybe we're cleaning it, because I wasn't intentionally cleaning that, I was cleaning the fertiliser spreader. But just thought I'd make a little video. So you've got all the ins and outs on the Massey 390T. The best little tractor in my opinion. Well, I say little, nowadays it's classed as little. But for us, it's our mainline tractor really. But yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. subscribe below. Oh, one thing I will just add, the 390T was never intentionally a 300 series tractor. It come, I think 1986 the 300 series come out. It was 1989 before the 390T come out. We're at 1989 Smithfield show, I think. Anyone wants to correct me on that, go ahead and do it. But it was made to fill a gap between the 390 and the 398. And that's what they come up with. So I don't think the 398 is actually that much different to this tractor. But yeah, that's the ins and out on the 390T. The early ones didn't have the 18 speed shift box. They had your 3-stick 12 speed synchro in the middle. And then they went to a 12-12 shuttle on side, and then the late ones had the 18 speed shift. But sorry, waffling on now. And then in 1997 it was over to 4355 replaced that. I'm sure that's what replaced the 390T. I've always fancied one of them, just to see if they're anything like as good as this 390T. But yeah, sorry for waffling on. Anyway, enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.